Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Time to start part 3. And that, of course, means we're going to talk about a whole slew of new units, but also old units because they're all from Path of Radiance. One thing I will say before I get started on that is, despite the fact that Radiant Dawn in general is a much better game visually, that is, much better looking game than Path of Radiance, I actually dislike quite a few of the character redesigns here. Like Ike and Boyd in particular. Like, I guess Boyd's not that bad, but like Ike just looks sort of like ridiculously beefy. Like, and then like some of the, like, I don't know, proportions or clothes or something seems off on like Titania and Soren and I don't know, like Riss. Like, I don't like this like goofy looking like thing that Riss and Soren are wearing, like the whatever that is around their shoulders. I don't know. I just like I don't know if it's just because, you know, with playing Path of Radiance first, but yeah, it's actually kind of annoying. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter, but something I just wanted to mention. So Ike, we'll start with Ike because he's the first character. So Ike capped a ton of stats in my Path of Radiance playthrough. I believe he capped 5 stats. I'm going to check on that presently. It's up here. Let's see. So yeah, he capped HP, strength, skill, speed, and defense. I did give him some stat boosters. Like, there's no way he would have capped HP without stat boosters. I know that much. I don't know. I don't remember specifically about the other ones. But anyway, so his stats are quite a bit better than they would have been without the transfers. He's got, I think the HP transfer is actually +5. And then he's got +2 strength, +2 skill, +2 speed, and +2 defense. Obviously, the skill was like a little bit overkill since he's already capped it. And he's very close to capping strength, pretty close to capping defense. So yeah, I mean, he is certainly going to be a candidate for using bonus XP abuse to raise primarily his resistance would be the goal. Because obviously that's like his one lacking stat. I mean, his luck isn't great either, but that isn't as significant. So let me find, here we go, the growth rates. Ike has 65 HP, 55 strength, 10 magic, 60 skill, 35 speed, 30 luck, 40 defense, and 15 resistance. So overall, his growth rates are actually not that good. His strength and skill are, but and his defense is solid. But everything else is actually, I mean, well, and his HP is good. But his speed and resistance are poor. His defense is okay. His luck is poor. The luck thing is whatever. The speed thing, like, is more of like a hypothetical problem because his speed base is so good with the transfer. He's actually after I want to say like Lucia or Lucia, whatever, Neolucci, that might be it. That's like, those are the only characters we've seen so far that are faster than him. Heather also has 25 speed. Anyway, so he's, you know, although again, compared to the previous parts, you know, the benchmarks are different. But basically, yeah, he's quite fast, so that's not really going to be a problem for him now. You know, depending on how much I'm able to do with bonus XP and such, I could see it becoming a problem for him later on. But, you know, overall, he's very powerful. He's really good. He comes with this personal weapon, the Ettard or Etard or Etard or Etard sounds like not great. So I think I'll go with Ettard. But yeah, it's I think it's around the same power as a steel blade. I can't look at the shop, so I can't confirm that right now unless I don't think anybody else in this party even use. Oh, well, Mist does, but who cares about that? Steel sword is 9. Let's see. I might be able to like reverse engineer this sort of. Iron lance to steel great lance is 14. Is 7 to 14, so plus 7. So yeah, maybe a steel blade is 13. I could see that, like maybe like 1365, but without the crit. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty good sword. It's no Ragnar, that's for sure. And you know, obviously he's better once he gets that. I don't actually remember when he gets it. It's not nearly as late as it is in Path of Radiance. So the other thing that makes him good is Ragnar when he gets it. So you know, I mean, you have to take him into endgame anyway. He has to fight Selgius and all the rest of that. But you know, he's worth training because he's really good. Okay. Oh, I guess, does he start with any skills? He doesn't. Okay. I didn't think so. He does have 3 authority stars though, so that's cool. He also has I think the bond with Soren may be the result of getting to A support in Path of Radiance, which I did do. I had him A supported with Soren and B supported with. Oh no, wait. Maybe I had him B supported with Soren and A supported with Oscar. So actually, oh yeah, and Oscar does have a bond with Ike. I wonder if he has one with Oscar and it just isn't listed because you can only list so many of them or something like that. Nope, that's not why. It's a one-way bond. Like that's kind of bizarre. But okay, sure, whatever. I have no explanations for that, but it's not very important. So Titania, she has counter. No one cares. Yeah, she's also got really good stats, and she's also got transfer bonuses. Although I think, why didn't I just leave that page open? Because there's going to be a bunch more people. Okay, so yeah, Titania just has speed. That's you know, it still helps her get to the point where, I mean, she's capped almost everything, you know? She's a level 16 tier 2 unit, so she doesn't have a ton of levels left to go anyway, but you know, she still might benefit from some amount of BXP abuse stuff. Her growth rate's 60 HP, 60 strength, 55 skill, 50 speed, 40 luck, 20 defense, and 30 res. So her only really lacking one there is defense, and her defense base is, you know, plenty good. She's close to capping it, so yeah, she's really solid all around, and is a very strong candidate for endgame. I mean, I think at this point I probably don't need to talk about, like, you know, why mounted units are good, but I mean, obviously that applies to her. So Soren has magic and resistance transfers, no surprise there. So he's already got capped resistance. His growth rates are 40 HP, 25 strength, 80 magic, 60 skill, 35 speed, 35 luck, 25 defense, and 70 res. So his big problem is speed. He's only got 35 speed growth. It would have been really nice to cap his speed in Path of Radiance, but unfortunately I was like a little short of that. So right now, even with, you know, like his base speed is not great with 18 speed. 18 speed was already not great in part 2. It's not going to be great in part 3, I suspect. So yeah, I mean, can we use staves already? No. Okay. Right, that's all right. Only you have to be an archsage to use staves. So the fact that he's slow, relatively slow, and that his speed growth is poor, although granted, again, you know, he's not far from capping 3 stats, at which point bonus XP could be used to boost his speed. In fact, it might even be after, let's see, so if you take out magic, skill, and resist, then speed is tied for his second highest growth rate after HP. So he'd be pretty likely to raise, at that point, he'd be pretty likely to raise HP, speed, luck. You know, and who cares about his strength and defense anyway? But yeah, he's, because he's not fast to begin with, and because enemies have such high resistance in this game, he's not very likely to be like one of the characters being taken into endgame. I mean, I'm sure he'll be, you know, like he'll be able to contribute some just because he has range, and you know there are still some enemies that you want to go after with magic versus physical attacks. He is quite frail. 28 base HP is pretty darn weak, and 9 defense. You know, I mean he's not a whole lot bulkier against physical attacks than Micaiah. I mean he is, but not like a ton. Like he's, you know, he's pretty. I don't necessarily think there are any enemies that are doing 37 damage in an attack, but I could be wrong about that, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised if by mid to late part 3 he's at risk of getting one shot by stronger enemies. So I don't remember for sure, but that seems plausible to me, depending on how much he levels those. But you know, the growth rates are not great, and his HP is 40, so it's all right. But anyway, so you know, he was better in Path of Radiance. Here, just sort of probably like average to below average, particularly like within the Grail Mercenaries, we have a lot of good characters. And we have Mist. Mist has bad stats, but she can heal, so she's got that going for her. For whatever reason, oh wait, never mind. Okay, I was looking at Cleric. I guess that's like a unique class to her in this game, because she's the only one who gets like the mount as a healer, but I don't know why. Maybe her tier 3 class is Valkyrie. I don't really remember, but whatever. I mean, she's mounted. That's the important thing. So, you know, she can move further, and she has Canto. So her combat is pretty much garbage, but you know, and her stats are pretty much garbage. But she's a good staff bot, so that alone is enough to make her useful. In the long run, I don't like remember offhand whether I really end up like needing many or any dedicated healers. Like I know eventually Micaiah, you know, basically becomes a healer, and I don't remember actually if Sanaki. I think Sanaki can heal at tier 3. I think she is just an. I think she might have her own class, but I think she. I don't remember, but whatever. Anyway, so but you know, certainly throughout part 3, she'll be plenty useful. She does have Miracle. It's not super relevant because it says it can reduce any lethal blow to half damage, which means it can still kill you if you were like taking more than, you know, if you were taking at least twice as much damage as would be required to kill you. So yeah, it's not amazing. And there's only some chance to activate it, which is probably like based on your luck or something. Rolf, my old favorite from back in the day with my first Path of Radiance playthrough. So Rolf is definitely a lot better in this game than he was in Path of Radiance. Doesn't have any skills yet, I didn't think so. He also has his unique bow, though in this game there's not really like. I mean, it's got 5 more accuracy than the steel bow, but it also has 2 less might, so I don't really know why he has it. Like in Path of Radiance, it at least meant that you could use like something that was, I think it was a little stronger than an iron bow, and also weighed less, so it didn't slow him down. It had higher accuracy, and it had a bit of crit to it, so it was like if you were going to train him, it was really useful. But here, it's like not really doing anything important. Anyway. You know, statistically, he's not really fast enough to double. He's not really strong enough to do much damage. He's not really tanky enough to take many hits. But you know, he can do chip damage, so that's that's pretty much going to be his role. There's some ballistas that he can use in the upcoming, at least the very next chapter. Maybe that's true later as well, but I think that's mostly what I'll end up doing. I might as well next talk about Shinon just because he's also a sniper. So if we compare Rolf and Shinon, Shinon has 4 more strength, 8 more skill. Let's see, 5 more speed, 7 more defense, 5 more resistance, 11 more HP, and 2 more luck. So I didn't mention Rolf's growth rates. I also didn't mention Mist, but they don't matter, so I'm not going to even bother. But basically, Rolf does have better growth rates than Shinon. He's got 35 HP more, or well, I'll just say Rolf has 85 HP, 75 strength, 45 skill, 45 speed, 35 luck, 35 defense, 20 resistance. Actually, I said he has better growth rates, but that's not strictly true. Shinon has 50 HP, 40 strength, 70 skill, 65 speed, 30 luck, 45 defense, and 20 res. So basically, Rolf gets more strength, and Shinon gets more speed and skill. But of course, Rolf is already behind Shinon in strength. I don't know exactly how long it would take to catch him. He's got almost twice as much, so in the time, and I mean, he would gain levels faster than Shinon because he's lower level, so I mean, it's complicated, but I mean, basically, if you work Rolf all the way up to close to promotion and Shinon as well, then Rolf probably does pass him in strength, but he definitely will not pass him in speed. I mean, granted, Shinon is close to capping it, but that also potentially means you can use BXP abuse to get Sean some more strength if that's a problem for him. So anyway, I mean, this is probably like over-examining this because ultimately they're both archers. So, although I'm trying to remember, I know that when they promote to marksman, the tier 3 class, that they get like a +1 range thing, so all of their basic bows become like 2 to 3 range, and maybe the longbows become 2 to 4. I don't really remember, but I'm trying to remember if there's any way that they can get have 1 range. And I don't I want to say maybe the double bow does that. So. Anyway, what I'm getting at here is I mean, comparisons between Rolf and Shinon are all well and good, but there's the argument to be made that you just don't use either of them heavily in the long run. Fortunately, right now my internet is crapping out, so I'm having trouble looking this up. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to be training either one of them. I mean, Shinon will definitely do work right now. He has enough speed to probably double things. He certainly is going to have a high crit rate with the crit +10 in his high skill and the killer bow. He's got enough strength that. I mean, he's probably not going to be one-rounding things without crits much, but he's got enough strength to do meaningful damage, and he's actually pretty bulky with the 20 defense and 14 res and 43 HP. So he's definitely usable right now. Whereas Rolf isn't so much. Yeah, so in Radiant Dawn, the double bow is an SS bow that is 1 to 2 range. So if you get somebody to the point of being able to use it, then at that point they can be on par with any other foot soldier with 1 to 2 range weapon. I don't know when you actually. So you get it in part 1 of or chapter 1 of Endgame. So like, it's a long time to go before you get the thing that makes you viable. So I don't know that I'm actually going to bother, but something to think about. Anyway, on to Boyd. So Boyd has growth-wise 80 HP, 65 strength, 45 skill, 45 speed, 40 luck, 50 defense, 10 res. Aside from the res, pretty balanced. His starting point is not amazing. He's got, his speed is somewhat lacking. He can do a good amount of damage. He is an axe user with pretty solid strength. So I don't think he has any skills. Yeah. Oh, does Shinon? Shinon probably does still have provoke. Yeah. So in Path of Radiance, Shinon having provoke is actually pretty interesting early because he's promoted and he's so much higher level. So you can like let him just like dodge and or like take small amounts of damage to and he won't counterattack, so it's actually useful for keeping some of the enemies off of your weaker untrained units. Here I think it might actually just be a liability. Anyway, back to Boyd. So I don't know, he's all right. Right now I don't really see him becoming a mainstay member. If you just compare him to not that Titania is the only unit competing for a slot, but if you compare him to Titania, it's just he's going to have trouble catching up in some of those stats, and she's mounted, and she can promote sooner, and all that good stuff. She can get more mileage out of BXP abuse. Boyd really isn't close to capping anything, so it's really hard for him to take advantage of an opportunity to shore up his speed or what have you. Oscar also has transfers. His transfers, I believe, are also strength, skill, speed. Yeah, so I had, Oscar, Marcia, Kieran, and Astrid all got strength, skill, speed. So he definitely is another, like Titania, another candidate for BXP abuse. Thanks to the cap skill and nearly cap speed. He's got 50 HP growth, 35 strength, 65 skill, 60 speed, 55 luck, 30 defense, and 20 res. So his defense growth is oddly low because he has a lot of defense and defense growth in Path of Radiance. And it was a little surprising to me that he didn't cap it, though I think he was within a point or two. So it's unfortunate that he didn't, because his defense growth is not very good in this game. And I mean, his base defense is fine, but it could be better. But the strength transfer should be really good for him, because his strength growth is only 35. So with him, when he caps his skill, which should potentially be 1 level, then he can potentially use BXP to grow strength, even though his strength growth isn't actually that good. Cap that out, and then maybe work on his defense before promoting. Actually, let's see. If he caps skill and speed, then his 3 highest would be HP, luck, and strength. So, yeah, I mean, he probably wouldn't be getting defense from BXP abuse until he caps his strength, so that's a little unfortunate. But anyway, I don't think he has any skills. Yeah, I think they took out all the biorhythm skills for this game, because Makalov doesn't have Tempest. He doesn't. Or no, wait. No, wait, did Oscar have Serenity? I know Riss had Serenity. No, he doesn't have that. I don't know. Maybe Oscar didn't have Serenity. Maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe it's just his serene face that makes me think that. But maybe he did. I don't remember. Anyway, I guess also, as in Path of Radiance, he has the Earth Affinity, and that's worth mentioning just because it's really good. I don't think I've been talking about affinities at all, and in general I have trouble keeping track of what any of them except Earth are, but I know Earth is 100% of Void, and so that's really good. So, I mean, doing another Ike Oscar support could well be the way to go. Gatry. Wow, I did not remember that Gatry had 20 speed. Like, what is it with armored units in this game and not being slow? Because he is super slow in Path of Radiance. Wait, what? What? Holy crap. Okay, so Gatry has 50 HP, 60 strength, 45 skill, 60 speed, 30 luck, 60 defense, and 35 resistance for his growths. So apparently Gatry's the fast one in this game. I didn't remember that. I knew that was kind of like a thing that they did in this game, but I thought it was like Meg who was supposed to be the fast one. Okay. Dang. I don't think he has any skills. Yeah. So, I mean, stat-wise right now, you know, he's not probably going to be doubling anyone, but he can definitely dish out some damage and take hits with, you know, with anybody else. Like, looking at those growth rates, I have to say, you know, if he had a better class, like, he'd probably be a no doubt endgame character. Like, that just, but I mean, like, if you compare him to Har, I gave Har a speed wing, so he has 22 speed now, but Har is about the same level. Har has the same base speed and a little less base strength and defense. I think Har's got more skill, but and less resistance, similar HP. So I mean, you know, of course, Har has 3 more points of movement and has Canto, and has access to axes, whereas Gatry is using lances. So, you know, I'm not saying Gatry is as good as Har, but I did not remember that his stats were this good. So that's interesting. Then we got Riss. Riss is another staff bot. His stats are, I mean, they're better than Mist, but they're still bad. He's got like a little bit less magic than Soren, but I mean the light tomes in general do the least damage. I guess, I mean, his L light does do more than Thunder, but same as Fireless and Elwind. And that's the L light, not the regular light. You know, his speed is pretty atrocious at this point. Mia's, you know, magic tank, but yeah, I mean, he's mostly just a staff bot. I don't think his growth rates are really worth talking about. For one thing, I mean, I guess his magic and you know, resist are fine as would be expected. But and then we've got Mia, who's everyone's favorite teller of Soren that he has lost in his books. So Mia's got 70 HP, 40 strength, 15 magic, 60 skill, 65 speed, 35 luck, 40 defense, and 25 resistance for her growth. So her strength growth is at least respectable, but her base strength is certainly a liability. Oh, also we found another character who's faster than Ike. So there you go. Yeah, so she's... you know, she's not initially dealing a ton of damage. She certainly is going to double all kinds of things, and she's going to have a good crit rate with the plus 10 crit and her also high skill, which is, I think, even higher than... Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. Okay, Shinon's is higher. But anyway, I mean, she's going to have a high crit rate. She's also got a crit sword, though. The Wodao doesn't have as much crit as the Killer Boat. It says 20 and this says 30. She does also have Vantage, which doesn't really matter unless she can one-hit KO, which she potentially can with a crit, but you know, it's Vantage is hard to take advantage of in these games unless you combine it with something else. Like, and even when you do, this stuff is usually not. I mean, other than Resolve, is usually not reliable. It's like there's like Adept and Wrath and probably a few other things that combo well with it. Resolve, is the best overall combo, probably just because like it, boosts your ability to one hit KO whoever is attacking you. Then again, there's probably better well, there's definitely better combos with Resolve than Vantage, so I don't know that you would do that anyway. Anyhow, so she is pretty close to hitting her speed and skill cap, so I mean, I could see being able to use BXP to help her out with her strength and defense, but actually her defense growth is better than I would have thought. It's 40, so I don't know. Basically, of these units, like Ike, Titania, and Oscar are like top tier. Well, I mean, Ike and Titania are top tier. Oscar a little bit below that, but still good. And then Gatry is, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Gatry. It seems like he could actually be quite good aside from the movement issue. And then like Mia and Shinon are both like gonna be like what do I want to say, reliable at doubling, unreliable at killing, because they're going to be dependent on crits, but they're still going to be able to put out like pretty good damage. Boyd is going to put out good damages by hitting hard, but isn't going to be doubling. So like, that makes like there's like sort of a mid tier of like Mia, Shinon. Probably Mia and Shinon are ahead of Boyd right now, but it'll depend on like distributions of enemies. And then you sort of have Soren, Rolf, bringing up the rear with like Mist and Riss as your like just having the staff utility, and Mist is overall going to be better than. Wait, it says she has 7. Does she? Oh, she doesn't have Kanto. I just read her 7 move there and was like, oh, obviously she has to have a horse. She wouldn't have 7 moves if she didn't have a horse. But no, actually, she doesn't get the horse until she promotes to presumably Valkyrie. Okay, fine. Okay, so never mind. She's worse than Riss right now, and will be until she promotes. And maybe she never will, because maybe it won't be worth going to such lengths, because unlike in Path of Radiance, you have like better options like Alencia or whoever to fill that like mounted healer role. I don't know. All right. So nothing to do here, of course. We can actually mess with skills. We can't buy anything though. I assume. Oh, there are. Oh, coins. We have coins in the convoy. Woohoo! Yeah, skill-wise, I don't know that there's anything. I mean, we might want to take Provoke off of Shinon just because, like, what is the value in him having that? If anything, I might want to put it on, like, Gatry or Titania or Ike or somebody tanky. Vantage, I think Vantage I'll leave on Mia for now because it's marginal enough that I don't think it, like, putting on anybody else is gonna move the needle. So I will do this. I mean, Shinon deserves to have Provoke because he's a huge jerk, but also Shinon's dead. He died in my Path of Radiance playthrough. I couldn't be bothered to recruit him. So this is, I guess, a zombie Shinon, which would explain why he has Provoke actually. Okay, so Adept is 15. I assume it's still skill-based, but let me check on that. So, no, it's speed percentage. I guess I knew that because of Zihart, didn't I? Okay, so Let's see. So he's actually not really a good candidate for it. I mean, I could give it to Ike. That would be fun. Just like let him absolutely run train on everything. So I mean, I could give it to Mia. I think. I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I would want to keep it on a long term, but I think giving it to Mia makes some sense. I mean, highest activation rate, and she's got the let's see, 43 crit, 54 crit. So she doesn't have the most crit, but she's got good crit. And I just don't see that it's important to keep it. Like, even if I wanted to give it back to Soren, he's got plenty of space for it. He's not going to be. He's not going to have anything else. So, yeah, let's do that. Weep. And then, yeah, provoke. So the question with provoke is, do I want to give it to somebody who has a ranged attack, or do I want to give it to Ike because Ike? Basically. Because I could definitely give it to like Titania or giving it to Gatry doesn't even. Oh, he has one more defense than Ike. Okay. I mean, in theory, I don't want mages attacking Gatry, I guess, but oh, he doesn't have a ranged weapon either. Oscar does, and I'd rather have Oscar have one. So, sucks for Gatry, I guess. Yeah, Boyd's got one, but I don't want to give it to Boyd. Let's see, 2014, 24, 11, 44 HP, 36 HP. She's got less HP. I mean, I don't know that it's going to matter a whole lot, like that any of them are going to be that at risk of dying, but I think I'm going to give it to Ike. I like Ike. Giving kills to Ike will not make me a sad person. The other thing I should actually look at, because I like legit do have people with cap stats, is, I mean, I think one cap stat is probably not quite enough to make it worth using bonus experience to level somebody, but there is math that can be done to figure that out. You basically just sum up all your growth rates in the non-cap stats, divide by 3, or wait, is that sum it all up, divide by 3, and if that number is greater than 1, or if just the sum of them is greater than 3, I guess is the other way to say it, then you shouldn't do it. So let's see. We got Ike with. Oh man, I need to get my calculator going here. This is going to be riveting. Maybe I'll cut this out. Let's see, cap skill. Okay. Actually, let's not include the magic growth rate. That is not important. So Ike is actually only expected to get 2.4 stats per level up right now already. Whereas I mean, if he hadn't cap skill, he'd be expected to get exactly 3. So there you go. Oscar, I mean, that still doesn't necessarily mean you actually should, because there's also like opportunity costs. Like if the value of the bonus experience goes further, the lower that number is. But I mean, it's interesting to note. And then Oscar has, let's see. Oscar's at 2.5, and I think it's just Soren is the other one, who I'm less interested in giving any bonus experience to, but let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Soren's at 2.75, so I want to at least look at. Oh. Okay, I don't know if that's because the bonus experience hasn't like transferred over from the from the other like from the Dawn Brigade and from the Crimean stuff, or like I can't imagine that I don't have enough bonus experience to give them like 1 point, so that must be the reason. All right, so never mind. On we go. Good waste of time there. Oh, I probably should have saved. I'll bet this is a no deployment or reposition chapter. Oh, this guy's great. Yep. Oh, right. This is a Fog of War chapter. I forgot about that. So, mostly, oh, huh. I hadn't noticed this before, but it looks like there actually is a path through here. Yeah. I've always like sent everybody this way, and I think it probably still makes sense to do so. But interesting. All right. So, who is going to scout? Maybe Gatry, just because he has not like he's not gonna like one round anybody anyway with his speed. Too bad Titania is so far back. I mean, I could also like scout with like this because like he's gonna kill anyone, and am I gonna really need healing like this turn? Probably not. Sure. I assume he's got like enough strength that yeah, like in Path of Radiance, he was weighed down by like. Oh, hi there. Okay. All right. Now I think we can let Gatry scout. Although I wouldn't be surprised if I run into somebody doing this, but I guess nope. That is a big hit rate difference. Yeah, I'll do this, and then maybe I'll get the chance to trade. Okay. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Sure. Oh, I didn't look at like maybe Rolf should have the iron bow and Shinon should have the steel bow. I think most of the other items are not. Actually, I guess Boyd could have used the poleaxe, but I'd probably rather have Titania have it anyway. But yeah, I should have looked a little bit at that. That's fine. Alright, maybe we'll give this kill to Oscar. Yeah, okay. Can't see shit, Captain. Alright, he's got a javelin, so maybe we will... Wow. Let's see. I don't want to use the killer bow. 18 and 15 is not enough to kill. I shoved Mia twice. She could hit him from here, which would be pretty good, probably. Yeah, these two aren't going to do anything anyway, so let's do that. Wait, okay. Alright, let's... Who has a... Oh, he only takes 6 damage anyway, so let's do this. Boink! Almost, Shinon, almost. Alright, I have no idea whether I want to be giving kills to Boyd or to Mia between the two of them. I'm just gonna guess Mia, but that probably doesn't matter anyway. Adept, yeah! Got him. Alright, go ahead and trade Great Lance to you, a short axe. I guess. Oh, what's? Oh, Soren been lifting weights since Path of Radiance. He had 0 strength for a long time. Well, I guess until he promoted in my Path of Radiance playthrough, and then he had 2 strength for a long time. He might have leveled strength once. I think he's expected to level it twice if you level him all the way to 2020, which I did. Anyway, so I could either go here and trade Oscar short spear, or I could screen Shinon from being attacked at close. I think I'll opt for the latter option. Ow. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, Boyd isn't really the one I want in front, but I guess it's fine. That is to say, it looks like he is not going to die right now. And eventually, Titania will overtake him. Take your time, Scrimmer. Also, don't advance towards the arrive tile, that's fine. Yeah, I have something of a lack of control over how many turns this takes, just because like it's relying on Scrimmer arriving. Actually, I should have looked up what the turn count is. 7 turns. You also get points for the Galleon army surviving, which the only real way you can control that is just by like blowing away as many enemies as possible. Like you can't like fight these guys, so like if they get themselves killed down here, there's not much you can do about it. Nonetheless, you have a max of 20. Wait, oh, maybe you don't even get it on hard. It says per unit, max 28 on easy mode, 23 on normal mode. I guess I assume it's still 23 on normal, but like you get 100 per versus 200 per on hard, or I mean on easy, or on normal. Whatever. They actually look like, for the most part, they're doing pretty well. So there's 17 of them right now, but there's more reinforcements that show up. But like they don't have any injured ones up here. This guy will still pose a problem for them, but I can at least have it chance of critting him with the killer ballista. I don't know if that's affected by like innate crit rate. So 24 for Shinon versus Rolf's too far away. Okay, never mind. I guess I could try to. How would I even be able to tell? I don't think there is any way I could tell. All right, so yeah, sadly Soren is not fast enough to double this guy. Or probably anybody else. 20 speed, 17 speed. Probably gonna scout with Ike here. I think I'll take out the guy with the higher hit rate. Although he isn't. Yeah. Yeah. So say he isn't doing as much damage because you only got a steel axe versus a pole axe, but. Alright, let's see. How does Mia do against this guy? 3% chance of being really sad is how she does. Let's see. Crit wouldn't even. One crit wouldn't even kill him. So probably do this. I guess we'll. Let's see. I think Oscar ultimately is going to want this kill. Actually, I guess if I'm going to do that, then I might as well just do it now, because going through the bushes, like, it's not like clearing this guy out is going to change where I go. I guess I'll just stop in the bushes, I might as well. Okay. That will be enough for Mia to kill. Oh, I like that animation. Alright, so then this is potentially Titania's kill. Oh, hello. Alright. Oh. Alright, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's a little too far away to heal Boyd. Yeah, let's like blockade this part. Yeah, Titania will be fine. Don't worry about that. Alright, let's shoot mage. Dang. Like the crit or no crit there can actually can make a real difference in terms of the bonus XP, just because like that might save, like killing this guy might fully save one of the galleons. Anyway. Go. Alright, I guess we can do this. Rolf ready to come up and use a ballista. Maybe he ends up using this one. And I'll shove him to make that slightly more reachable. Tink. Whoa, I didn't realize those enemies wouldn't even move. So I guess that hitting that guy may be enough, because now he dies. Cool, alright. Bang. Yeah, those tigers do some damage. Nice dodge. Oh, there's another mage. Bang. Yeah, I think the real thing that tends to get them killed is when they untransform. Yeah, and unsurprisingly, can't actually take out either of those guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I shove Rolf again, I can fire this thing. So that's something to note. A coin. Oh, I don't have enough of those. Ow. Who to scout with? Yeah, probably I'm gonna end up shoving Rolf with Mist and have Riss on healing duty again. Oh, Gatry can't even get around him. Ugh. And I guess I'd like to advance Ike a little bit further this time. I guess I could have Mia initiate on this guy. And once again, the crit isn't enough to kill, so... Oh, but that crit's enough to kill. Well, so much for Oscar's kill, I guess. Yeah. I guess Soren might be able to set it up for him. Let's do it from here. Yeah. Can he get into this bush? He can. Alright. Let's see. I think I'm fine with, like, Void here, Titania here, or maybe... Oh, Titania can get, like, all the way up there. I'd like somebody to trade, but I guess that could be Void. Yeah, how does Titania fare against this guy? Pretty well. Be a little sad if she got hit, but she'd probably be okay. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Yeah! Well, doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really worried about covering for like these guys at this point, so I think I'll just go ahead and advance Titania another spot. Alright. Get him. Yeah! Alright, now I don't need to shove Rolf. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to, so that means I can get missed a little bit further up. Oh, interesting. She can shove. Oh, that's Soren, not Mia. Okay, yeah, sure, fine. Might as well stick Rolf like there. So these two should die without probably killing anything. Nice dodge. Yes. Save my bonus XP. Oh, okay, he didn't die. Good order of movement there, guys. Oh my gosh, Scrimmer. I wonder... I'll bet tigers can't double armors, yeah. Okay, so I can actually... probably focus fire one of those mages down. I'll bet... if I get lucky, I could crit one again. But even so, it's really unlikely I can prevent one of them from killing one of the tigers. I mean, not that it's the end of the world if, like, one tiger... Oh, wait, there's only one mage there. The other guy's an archer. Never mind. Okay. Cool. Oh, but I might not have enough damage to kill this guy. I mean, I know I won't. Yeah. Both. Okay, well, now I can test 19 crit versus 23 crit, so there you go. Dang. Too bad Rolf doesn't have a longbow. I don't know that that would be enough anyway, but... Aha! Brilliant! This guy doesn't have a ranged weapon, so he can't hit this guy who's like the most likely to go down. So, yes, excellent. All is going according to plan. All right. I mean, I guess it would have been better if like I had known that was going to happen. I could have pulled Shinnon forward, but that's fine. I think probably let Soren chip this guy. And maybe this is Gatry's kill. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right, what do we want to do here? I want to just run Ike in, see what happens. Boink! Yeah, kind of figured something like that might happen. Maybe it would have been better to do it with Boyd, but Ike doesn't have a ranged weapon, so I kind of figured do it this way. Alright. Oh, apparently I can see this thicket, even though it looks really dark. Horse Slayer, hello, 9 hit. Okay, this could be Oscar's kill. Looks reasonable. Can Oscar get into that thicket? Probably can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, so I think I move Titania up. They wish to consume him. Yeah, that's more entertaining when you can actually see him walk away, which I think happens if you're slower, like relative to these guys, because I think that's only triggered by you crossing here, but I'm not positive about that. Alright. I guess alternatively... Well... Yeah, I don't know that I have the personnel to take this guy down. And I guess Boyd could just, like, take his best shot with the killer lance, or axe. That's probably fine. I mean, at the very least, I want to trade the short spear to Oscar. Actually, I'd rather have Boyd have a hand axe equipped. Just those mages. I can't shove Mia twice to go trade it to him. I guess making this attack isn't really like a high value proposition anyway, so maybe I'll just not attack. I guess I could even put Boyd here just to... Does that help anything, though? I don't think it does, actually. It just means that more of the mages can attack people who don't have ranged weapons. So yeah, I'll just park here. And Mia doesn't have much resistance either. Why is it that all the enemies have more resistance than my characters? That might actually be a good thing in terms, like the fact that you didn't take that armored guy might be a good thing in terms of the survival of the galleons. If they can't get through, and not to mention I'll get more experience for it, but if the enemies can't get through, then I don't have to worry about like them dying to the larger number of enemies behind them. So that's nice. Get him, Titania. Bam. Oh, is he gonna run away? I don't actually know if he will or not. I hope he does. I mean, I don't want that... Oh, I guess they're gonna open the gap anyway. Oh, no, not you! You fool! Ranulf's got this guy. Right, maybe I can protect them. I should also look and see whether any of these guys have items, because I want to say that there were enemies that I didn't want the galleons to kill for that reason. But, like, when I played through this before, but I'm not positive. I wonder if they're going to end up boxing Scrimmer out so that he can't obliterate one of these guys. Oh. If Scrimmer can get to that choke point, but that's probably not where he's going to go. The choke point on the right, where, like, the forest... Yeah, he's going to... Oh, no, he is going to go there. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they might have a fighting chance of all surviving. I mean, this guy taking out this guy seems pretty likely. All right. Well, zero things for Shinon to do over here, so get him going. Oh. Oh no! Wait. Here we go. Dang it. All right. Just check and see whether. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. I thought there were some things, but oh, I didn't check for hidden items. There is a coin right there. That's it. Not important. Actually, I think that other guy, the guy that Septimus was talking to, is standing in front of there, so Scrimmer probably can't arrive on this coming turn, but I think it's like, I mean, he can get there assuming that there's not enemies in the way, so pretty close. Okay. Our vision has gotten a lot better thanks to all these galleons with their long sight ranges. I think it'd be nice for somebody like me to come in and clean up one of these mages and open up the... Oh. Alright, unlike other enemies, she critting will kill here, so I think I'll still go ahead and do this, probably. But what happens if she doesn't succeed? Can Soren take this guy out? Like, I want to unblock my better units so that they can come up and, like, you know, I can just, like, move through here. I mean, Oscar and Titania are fine, but I think I thought there were enemies that ended up coming through this little corridor here, but maybe not. Yeah, Oscar can always take that guy out, but I'd like them to come over and, like, you know, take these guys out and protect the galleons. Although I guess that's actually not really possible. I mean, they can take this guy out, but yeah, that's actually really annoying. It would really be nice to kill this guy. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this. She could also kill him with Adept. Or she could just not. That's a possibility as well. Let's see, Riss isn't going to be able to heal Ike after he attacks, and neither is Mia if he comes up here like I was thinking. So, I'm going to do that. I should heal him first. I guess I'll use Riss since he can't get as far. Yeah! Wreck him. Let's see, so... Soren plus Gatry equals kill over here. Actually, I should look at Soren's weapon levels and see whether I should be using not wind. Yeah, his wind is already maxed. I mean, I don't know how much I care about his weapon levels, to be fair, but... Alright, since Titania can't kill this guy anyway... Let's kill this guy. That's a thicket. I guess I don't care that much if there's like an enemy that parks themselves in the thicket. I guess I should have done this first. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I didn't realize Oscar could get that far over this way. He doesn't have a ranged weapon, but maybe I don't care. Alright. Too bad he can't get far enough to heal one of these guys. Shove Mia? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah. Tank. Forget. I forget whether, like, how Scrimmer's gauge works in this, or whether I just don't get to see it. Ow. No doubles. No, Scrimmer. No, 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 no. You need to advance. I only have, like, it's like, what is it, like turn 5? Like, wow, I was about to say watch Renulf on transform because he's cat, and sure enough, there he goes. Okay, well now we can see everything. That's nice. So they're currently 23. So actually, it claims that there's a max of 23 anyway. So maybe it didn't even matter that that guy died. So we're on turn 6. We need Scrimmer to arrive by turn 7 to get the max bonus experience. I think we want to liberate Oscar here. Ugh. Boy, is it going to be hard to take out these Armor Knights. He does have a vulnerary, so like maybe I just let him sit there and then yeah, that's probably the best thing I can do. We're well out of enemies to shoot over here, so so many thickets over here. Might actually be faster to go this way. Oh, good job, Ike. Unexpected. Not unwelcome. This feels really silly, but alright, I guess Soren might be able to do something with a ranged attack this way. Wah. I guess I should have given the men to miss, given that wrist doesn't really need it anyway. Scrimmer is gonna just go kill the defenseless priest. That's the noble warrior for you. Oh god, please do not block the boss. And, well, I mean, I guess I don't care that much if I don't get the crossbow, but what I do care about is if Scrimmer, like, decides that he has to be the one to kill him next turn or some crap. Oh, okay, not a problem. I mean, what is a problem is my ability to kill him, maybe, but... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then... I think they've got it between them. Also, we could potentially get Ike in there if we get this guy out of the way, which looks like it's Boyd's job. Okay, that'll help. Ow! Wow, that wasn't very nice. Okay, boss kill for Ike? Boss kill for... Oh, wow. Wait, how much HP did he have to start with? Oh, I didn't even need to attack with Titania. I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with that, but... Pretty sure that will be Boyd's crossbow. I guess Rolf and Shinon can use it too, and maybe it is actually Rolf because just to increase his attack power a little bit. I don't know. All right. Yeah, Boyd has more damage to the hand axe anyway. Less accuracy, of course. All right. Want to heal a thing. How many gallons are there? There's still 23. Okay. And heal a thing. Because, you know, this is very important experience that we're getting. I wonder what his staff level is. S, yeah. And mist, S. So, very important. Right. Alright, I would say that we have pretty much done everything that we can do with this chapter. We're ready in 7 turns. Got our coin. 23 out of 24 possible galleons survived, and maybe 23 is the max that it will give you bonus XP for anyway. I don't know. Maybe if, like, Scrimmer and Ranulf don't count towards that, but I guess they probably do. So... What are you doing? Just move, Scrimmer. Stop. What is this? Thank you. I don't need to listen to your words, Ranulf. I don't believe in words. I believe in growling and hitting things. Ah, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Titania. It's all good. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, see, it's fine. $2,300 Galleon army survived. Nice. I don't need words. I don't need plans. These things are beneath me. He's so Worf. Gifka has other duties to attend to, aka, well, we wanted a new character to fill this role. It would have not been interesting and conflicty if Gifka had been around. So, uh, he just has things to deal with. Sure. Also, he would have been too powerful, I guess. I mean, Scrimmer is pretty powerful, but I assume Gifka's base stats would need to be higher to reflect how powerful he is in Path of Radiance. Soren, why you still gotta be racist? All right, so time for guess the MVP, and I mean, Ike, Titania, maybe Oscar are reasonable choices. I'm leaning towards Titania, but I'm like, when I'm not sure, I feel like I'm usually wrong, so maybe I shouldn't go with my gut. um, I'll say Ike. Dang it, Oscar! Why? Why is it Oscar? I don't understand. All right, well, bah. All right, that's it was chapter 3P. I'll see you next time for chapter 1.